breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that on my mama. I will never give my heart to it. If I could just make a dance that goes with this song, then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you like your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Vikings going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And out now come the Vikings. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to, and this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Bucky Hodges, 33 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Twisting away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Foreman, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Some space here. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And some room to work. And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control him. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And he's able to put it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
A carry for Foreman, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On second down now, Nelson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On third down, it's Nelson. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First down, Nelson. He's to the 10, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Another carry now for Rodgers. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll run on first down. Nelson. And he's got some space here. He's got daylight. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's brought down after a good gain. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll run with Foreman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's go. Now,
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And complete, right side to Cook. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And Diggs has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On the ground, Rodgers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go. Green, 30.
On 2nd down, Nelson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Set! Blue Lightning! Gun! 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 All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, that's Rodgers. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down now. Nelson, he'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Rodgers. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go. Green, 30.
They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's got room. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff looking right. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He finds an opening past the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back there, you're not Philly. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 4 there. Hurry up, come.
Looking to throw. It's complete to Diggs. The 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Here's Foreman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now Franks for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run again with Foreman. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On the toss, here's Foreman. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we asked them to just...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through him. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, it's Rodgers. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Nelson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. That's it now. Party.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play clock's running down. Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to...
And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to him every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll set up a throw. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's... through the end zone for a touchback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He hits Rodgers in the flat. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And out now come the Vikings. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 59 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Here we go now. Green, 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards that time for number 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now back to throw, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll run it here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. That's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with Foreman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Going right side here, and that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kit team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota 1st down.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10, but I remember it. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.